don't they? But in this case, I suppose this is why those warnings are there.
Absolutely. We don't obviously know where the man was travelling at the time, but as I said, a very rural area, and the rain, particularly around that time yesterday, was torrential.
Lauren, thank you very much indeed. More on that story as and when it develops, or indeed if this poor fella turns out not to be the only fatality of the night. 11:38 is the time. Boris Johnson and Sajid Javid weighing up a mansion tax. This is it's got more interesting the more we've talked about it, because traditionally, and that's why I'm unsurprised to see the Evening Standard reporting that Chancellor Sajid Javid faces a revolt by London MPs. But two questions. If you're not going to get the money to help the left behind from the streets ahead, where are you going to get it from? No one can answer that, obviously. And question number two, if high-earning Southerners are perturbed by a Conservative Party policy, where are they going to go? Around what maypole are they going to start dancing? There isn't one. So politically, this is a fascinating little moment, I think. Mark's in Wimbledon. Mark, what would you like to say?
Oh, good morning, James. Hi, long time listener, first time caller.
Welcome.
Hi there. I guess what I'm going to say is probably a bit controversial.
I almost cut people off at that point. It's a bit like saying you don't have to be wacky to work here, but it helps. But we'll let that pass. Go on.
Okay. Well, mansion tax, 2 million plus properties. Yeah. I don't know if necessarily that's the way to go, just because I think the returns on something like that would be negligible, to say the least.
Yes.
I imagine there's not many properties in the country over £2 million. But I think, in general, I think Corbyn got it wrong, and his campaign was he kind of went after the top 5% earners earning over £80,000 a year.
Yes.
And I think for someone like myself, I felt I couldn't see where he was going to get the money from to fund all his policies, even though I quite like the look of a lot of his policies. And I think really as a society, we might need to have a hard look at ourselves, and possibly there's a big chunk of people in the middle, like myself, who actually would be willing to pay.
See, here's the thing, it's not controversial what you say, really.
Yeah.
It's rather uplifting, and under my glorious rule, we'd only give knighthoods and gongs to people who paid, not only, but if you paid an awful lot of income tax, you'd be at the front of the queue for a knighthood or a seat in the House of Lords, rather than donating huge amounts of your money earned often from tax avoiding entities to political parties, and that gets you a seat in the House of Lords. So I'm on your side mostly, but Corbyn lost spectacularly, not entirely because of his myriad personal failings and flaws, but also partly because of how easy it is. You heard Addy a moment ago in Neasden, how easy it is to persuade someone living in a £700,000 house to vote against a tax on properties, any earned property in excess of £2 million. So he's got £1.3 million breathing space already, but he thinks they're after him. So Corbyn lost after pledging to hit the top 5% of earners marginally harder than they currently do, largely because people who aren't in the top 5% have been turned off the idea. So your suggestion that it should have been extended beyond the 5% to the 50% or the 40% or the 60%, it's never gonna flow.
I know it's not a popular idea, but I think as a society there needs to be a cultural shift, because
I do as well, mate, but we're talking about what's possible, not what's ideal.
Yeah, I know, but we're always talking about an aging population and less people be working, and I think for someone like myself, if someone told me I had to pay £2,000 a year more in income tax, and it meant our schools were properly funded, we had a decent social care system, we had a good public
but you're a nice person, and you're a decent person, and you're community spirited, and you recognise the importance of society and unity and cohesion and pulling together. Look over there's someone with £2 billion who lives in Guatemala in a palatial a former British colony, so just hop over the border into Belize, and I've set up, as you know, the Institute of Wizard Wheezes. You give me a ton of money, you don't have to declare it anywhere, it's all big secret. Institute of Wizard Wheezes, I will do some proper, fully important, really clever looking research which explains why a mansion tax will penalise the homeless. and I'll publish it at the Institute for Wizard Wheezes, and I'll get invited on the news at 10, and I'll be on LBC tomorrow explaining why a mansion tax would actually harm the homeless, and you're just stuck in Wimbledon, mate, crying into your muesli while I'm laughing all the way to the bank that I actually own. That's British politics at the moment.
I know it is, unfortunately, but I don't know what, because like you say, going after the top earners, they're very clever at moving money around. And
I mean, and also, do you know, one of the strangest experiences of my life politically was to stand in a television studio where 100 audience members had been arranged according to average income. So 50 people in the audience were below it and 50 people in the audience were above it. And nobody could believe how low the average was. Even like numero uno, even the richest fellow in the room couldn't believe, because the woman who represented the midpoint in that income spread, she thought she was properly poor, and so did almost everybody else above her, actually, but she was bang on the middle. So the idea that you would extend this form of